Hi everybody, this is Ari and this is the deck profile for my deck that I brought to the last region here in Lisbon. I decided to bring plants because I like plants. The deck is so good, the deck is still broken even with this one Dryas and one healer, and now let's start to see why it's still a pretty solid choice. This is similar to the list that Jess brought at her OTS Championship, and I just made a couple of changes, but nothing too crazy. Let's start with the various engine. The first is Sunavalon. So 3 Dokai, 1 Twin, and 2 Sewing. Most people play only 1 Sewing. I like playing 2 because I like having this card in the grind game, and if you open Sewing, it's never that card if you pair with one of your other starter. If they stop Rosalina, you can just go into Sewing. If they decide to ash your Search of Dryas and you have already Sewing in your hand, you can still go. You can just put another body on the field. It's a good effect, graveyard effect that not a lot of people know. It won me at least 2 games just for that protection, so I like playing 2. The new aroma stuff: 3 Aroma Lilith, Rosalina, new starter, still great starter even if you can't go into the Therion line, but no problem, you can still win with 6 or 7 interruption under just by one single Rosalina. 2 Laura, you need 1 for the combo, and the other one it's always good to have because it's just an extender if you have more life point than your opponent. 1 Angelica, I like Angelica. You can cut it, I like to have it. Sometimes it's nice to have that recursion, and the fact you can gain a lot of life points when you discard it can come handy with the Magnolia. 2 Blends, new starter of the deck, and 1 Wins. Most of people plays 3 arrow, 3 blend and 1 Sewing. I decided to go 2-2 because I prefer drawing a Sewing over drawing a blend on the follow-up turn. A blend after first one doesn't do anything, so you can always activate it. So I prefer going this way. And Humid Wind is just amazing for the grind. It's an amazing card for the grind game. Rikka stuff: 3 Princess, 1 Snowdrop, 1 Peta, 1 Primula, 1 Mudan, 2 Concon, best card ever printed, 2 Glamour, and 1 Shit. So this is self-explanatory: interruption and extender, best card. This is now standard for plants. You don't need more than 1 petal, and you don't need more than 1 teardrop. Mudan and Primula, you can just, I think you still need Primula, because when you go with the Glamour, you need a second level 4 that can just to search your princess, and right now you don't have any other level 4 plant that is worth searching over Primula. So yeah, just play Primula and let's wait for something else that came up. If something better will be released, Primula will be cut from the deck. And 1 Mudan. Most people play 2. I wanted to cut down to 1 because I wanted to see if it's necessary 2. I don't think 2 Mudan are necessary. You can still easily play 1 Mudan and be fine. So I recommend to play only 1 Mudan, but you can play 2. It's not bad. It's just, I don't think it's necessary. Concon, you don't need explanation. Glamour, there are some line that now Glamour is less necessary to go into your combo. So there are some argument on bringing down Glamour to 2, from 2 to 1. And Glamour is one of the cards that usually I like to side in the game 2 or 3, because you don't really need the second one. It's more something for the grind, but right now I prefer having the second one because sometimes you just need it. And so yeah, you can go to down to one. I think that since we are playing 60 cards, there's no reason to go down to one, at least in the main deck. And Rikka-Sunavalon, it's amazing. Now you don't need to go into a glamour during your main combo with Loki or with Rosalina, so you can just set Rikka-Sunavalon and have this card by itself. It's 2 interruption. I'm speechless. It's an amazing card. Then we have the Tyrion stuff, 3 Liboria, 1 Regulus, and 1 Discolosseum. This is kind of mandatory if you're going to play with the Loki line, since you can just end with the Regulus without any issue. You can go into Regulus with the Rosalina line because you're plant locked since the first summon, but it's not that big of a deal. It's still a great card in the second turn. You can search it. On the follow-up, you can just put it on the field. It's a 3005, so it's nice to have. Never a bad card. And Liboria is amazing. Liboria is really an amazing card. Best extender is search for Discolosseum, that search for Regulus. It can run over stuff. It's level 8 to go into Teardrop with the Snowdrop, so amazing. And never run less than 3. I think this deck cannot afford to run less than 3 Liboria. So now consistency card. 1 Longfire. This is more consistency. It's part of the combo because if you start with Rosalina, you need this card to go into your Loki line. But it's still a good card to normal summon, tribute itself, go into Loki, and start your combo from that point. Nothing bad with that. 3 unexpected die, probably the best way to get your Loki, so you don't you can use your normal summon for other stuff, and keep Blend on the graveyard for the follow-up. Amazing. 1 for 1, same reason for unexpected die. 3 Small World, because you need Small World because you want to see your Loki or you want to see your Rosalina, or an extender if you need it. And Gamassia, that is bridge for Small World. And it's still a good card to have in your hand. Interruption, I decided to go with 3 Infinite Impermanence, 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Effect Veiler, 2 Diddy Crow, and 2 Ghost Mourner. I didn't like Ghost Mourner that much. I think it underperformed pretty much a lot this tournament, and it will be the first card that I will cut for the next tournament. I'm debating between Ghost Bell or a Pancratops, because sometimes you just want a card for the going second. But let's see. I'm still debating on what I wanna cut for this card. The other cards are self-explanatory, I think. And lastly, we have Boarbreaker, 3 triple tactic talents. Amazing card right now, especially in the Snake Eye match. Pure Snake Eye, but even Fire King Snake Eye. But out of other decks, this card is always a good pick to have. And my deck choice right now, that was 3 Forbidden Droplet. And I don't regret running this card. This card was amazing during the World Tournament. It single-handedly won me at least 2 games. One against for Fire King Snake Eye, and one against Pure Synchron that went full combo, and I just was able to destroy the world board with just an infinite Forbidden Droplet. So yeah, run it. It's an amazing. It's a great card. Extra deck. So 1 Dryas and 1 Healer because Konami hates plants. 1 Melius, 1 Megalancer, needed for the end board, and need to go into Megalancer with for some lines. Not all lines require Melius, but you require with someone or when you get stopped. one dance beyond, so you can just extend, or you can go into a lot of cool stuff, could play with this card. 3 Jasmine. I don't care what people say, as long as this card remains at 3, plants will still be broken or on the verge of being broken. Rosemary, because it's an incredible rank free and link free. You can search blend, you can tribute something to banish and get life points. You summon and extend, amazing card. Please Konami print more cards like this because this card is amazing. Then 1 Magnolia, you need only one with to summon with blend, and this card is really good. You need this card if you start with your loci line, just to extend and go further with your end board. But if you somehow start with unexpected dice, so you still have your normal summon available, you can keep this card in your extra deck, not using blend, and so on the follow-up you still have this card, and this card is amazing to break board, to beat over stuff. It's a free body, it's incredible, great card. Thank you for printing this card, Konami. Then we have 2 Strena, because you need 2 Strena right now for the full combo, because the full combo. 1 Teardrop, because it's Teardrop, it's amazing, she is amazing. 1 Hyperiton, because it's Hyperiton and you can summon it by tributing Strena, and it's monster or spell negate, which is extremely important for this deck, because this deck doesn't have a lot of way to negate spell, and this card can negate spell, and thank you for existing. And this is my flag spot, as I run 1 SP Little Knight. You can run whatever you want here. You can run Thrasher, you can run Typhoon. There are some merit on running Typhoon instead of Little Knight, because sometimes you just want that card that can just come on the field. You just summon one of your hand trap, go into Typhoon and try to break the board. I prefer to run Little Knight, but you can just run Typhoon, you can run whatever you want. It's not important, you almost never go into Little Knight. Lastly, your side deck. So 3 Dimension Shifter, because you can actually play under Dimension Shifter. It's not that bad if you open it, and it stops Fire King Snake Eye, Pure Snake Eye, Voiceless Voice, a lot of stuff. 1 Spider Orchid, because you can search it and you can remove those pesky little horrible floodgate that people likes to run, like Summon Limit. I hate Summon Limit, so run this card. 3 Table Tactics Trust, so you can search your board breaker, which are Fatal Duster. I like running Fatal Duster, so you can run Latin Storm. I like running this card. 3 Soul Release, amazing card to play against Fire King Snake Eye. Not that good against Pure Snake Eye, but against Fire King Snake Eye you can just remove all their resources from the graveyard and they can do anything. Evenly matched, because Lability is something and you want evenly matched to break board, but even against Pure Snake Eye or Fire King Snake Eye, removing their interruption on the field is still great, especially against Fire King Snake Eye, that they need to remove their island, so they lose the island, lose the monster, then yeah, they can trigger their effect, but then don't have the effect on main phase 2, so they don't have the interruption. So yeah, really good card for the side right now. And for the last one, I like to run 1 Cut By. You can run whatever you want in this lot. I like to run Cut By because it's Cut By. It's always good. You can decide it going first or going second, and it's still worth running it. Okay, so this was my deck profile. Tell me what do you think, and if you want more content with me speaking or something, and see you next time. Bye!